Hey everyone, welcome to Locally Florida, your go-to spot for all things happening here in the Sunshine State. Today we have two incredible guests joining us. First up is Amber Cassart, the Marketing and Communications Director from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwest Florida. She will be on to share how they're making a big impact in the lives of our youth, one match at a time. Then we'll be joined by Rob Overton, the Executive Director of the University of West Florida Historic Trust. He's coming on to take us on a journey through our rich history of Florida and share some exciting events that they've had planned this year. So grab a seat and stay tuned because you won't want to miss a moment of the inspiration and insights coming your way right here on Locally Florida. Welcome back to Locally Florida. Up next, we have some wonderful events that are going to be happening along the Gulf Coast very soon. In Destin, every Sunday throughout the rest of the year, Destin's Community Farmers Market is happening from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They will have nearly 35 vendors selling produce, local crafts, and other products from small businesses in the community. Everything from baked goods to beverages, meats and cheeses, mushrooms, soaps, and more. In Fort Walton, put on your party hats because Sunday, November 24th, they are having a celebration of a decade of discovery for the 10th anniversary of the Emerald Coast Science Center. This party will take place at the Memorial Parkway location from 1 to 4 p.m. and will include everything from cake to special hours of operation and endless fun at the museum. So don't miss the big day because everyone's invited to this free event. Now in Pensacola, on Saturday, December 7th, the holiday market at the Community Maritime Park is happening from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come get your holiday shopping done early with numerous tents and vendors, crafts, food trucks, even a bounce house. There's going to be live music and it's only $5 for entry. So if you're a family that has kids 12 and under, those are free entry, so you want to come to Maritime Park for that event. Next up is Saturday, December 14th. That's going to be the Holly Jolly Mall Walk from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Get ready for the brand new Holly Jolly Mall Walk in Pensacola with our friends from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwest Florida. They're going to be hosting a festive 5K inside of Cordova Mall in Pensacola on Saturday, December 14th. Enjoy a fun 5K route inside the mall, sip hot cocoa, enjoy sweet treats, play games, win giveaways, and groove to the holiday musical tunes. There's even going to be a sleigh ride full of surprises waiting for you and your family. Now stay tuned for more Locally Florida because coming up is an inspiring interview with a representative from Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America who commits to expand workplace mentoring and create more pathways to economic mobility. Welcome back to Locally Florida. As we celebrate the power of community, it's essential to spotlight the incredible work being done to uplift our youth. One of those organizations that are really making a difference in the lives of local children is Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Northwest Florida. With a mission to create and support one-on-one mentoring and relationships, they're changing lives and fostering brighter futures. Here to share more about their impactful programs and the importance of mentorship is Amber Cassart. Amber, thank you for coming on Locally Florida.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. Happy to spread a little bit about what we do and share with you guys. Thank you.
Yes. Now you're the Marketing and Communications Coordinator at Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Northwest Florida. Can you start by telling us a little bit about the program and how the mission is behind this very important organization?
Sure. So as you mentioned, we create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships, and that's really our main focus of what we do through all sorts of programs. So we are Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwest Florida, and we service from Pensacola to Panama City.
Okay.
So we actually have 4 offices in that area, from Pensacola, 2 in Okaloosa, and 1 in Panama City. So we're a little bit spread out, more than I think people realize, and we have our team of employees that pair children with caring adult mentors, and that's our main focus of work. Last year we serviced 593 children.
Whoa.
Through those 4 offices. So we are, just really working hard to get the word out of families with children that might need a little extra support and need another caring adult mentor in their life, and pairing them with an adult mentor who can volunteer a little bit of their time, a little bit of, just support and guidance for some of these children that might need a little bit of extra of that they might not necessarily get from their home life, or, is lacking. That's what we work hard to do every day.
Well, I can't imagine how many adults' lives are changed by just, helping these children. And it's a big Gulf Coast, so I understand why you'll have many offices to help all of the children. There's a lot of children.
Yes, and we actually hear that a lot, of course, not only from what we call our littles, which are the children, the little sisters and little brothers, but also the adult mentors and the big brothers and big sisters. Is they didn't realize how it would impact their lives volunteering with us, because it just kind of opens your eyes into, maybe different situations you weren't aware of, or, just kind of reliving your youth a little bit with the kids, honestly, having fun a little bit, doing fun activities, just kind of being back in that mindset of, seeing and experiencing different fun things with them. So, we hear that a lot is, not only did I feel like I maybe positively impacted this child when they were needing that help, but it's changed my life, or, through these experiences as well.
Well, I know fun is had. Y'all, you just mentioned how both the littles and the bigs all have fun. What upcoming events that you or do you have on your calendar that are fun?
Well, we stay busy, of course. So, when we match our bigs and littles, as we call them, we try to make sure that we give them a whole bunch of information, fun activities around town, and, some that maybe are free, a little less expensive. So, those volunteering, maybe, they're not looking at that expense as well on their end. So we host what we call match activities at our offices or around the community once a month to give these bigs and littles something fun to do. We just had in Halloween time a fun costume contest and games and Chick-fil-A and stuff like that. But we also have our bigger fundraising events.
Okay, tell me about that.
So being a nonprofit, we rely on the support of our community. Donations, grants, that kind of thing is really how we are able to function. So one of our big events that we have coming up is the Holly Jolly Mall Walk. And we're really excited about this because it's brand new and it's Christmassy and holiday themed. We have, it's on December 14th, 7 a.m. So we know it's a busy time, but hopefully you can kind of get out, get the family there at 7 a.m. And we'll have Santa, hot cocoa. We've got some Winterfest characters that are going to be out and about.
Okay.
We have carolers, games, just fun activities. And we're going to have the group do a 5K in the mall. So if it's rainy, if it's chilly, if it's hot, you never know around here, that it's all good because we can, we'll all do a 5K and then have fun together at the end and beginning. So registration's open now already for that. We have it on our website and social media. So we'd love for everyone to come out, of course, with kids, adults, everybody come out to join us. It'll be a great time.
Get your 5K in and then do some holiday shopping afterwards.
Stay in the mall, beat the crowds, and do both, and support the Big Brothers, Big Sisters too in that fun way.
Now, I understand there is a significant need for more mentors.
Yes.
Where can people go to find out how to make a difference in the lives of their big brothers, big sisters, little brothers, little sisters? If they want to become one, if they know a child who needs to be in the program, where can they go?
We, our website really has everything. It's easy to remember, BeTheBigVW.org. Try to make it easy for everybody. There you can learn about, everything, what it takes to mentor, what our programs are, how to fill out an application, our events like the Holly Jolly Mall Walk, and that it's a great website, and that's where you can go.
Well, thank you so much, Amber, for coming on and inspiring others. I know you do some really important work with big brothers and big sisters, so thank you again for coming on. Now, joining us next on Locally Florida is Robert Overton, the Executive Director at the University of West Florida's Historic Trust. He'll take us on a journey through the local heritage and share some exciting upcoming events that you won't want to miss, so stay tuned to Locally Florida. Thank you for staying with us right here on Locally Florida. Now, we're excited to welcome Robert Overton, the Executive Director of the University of West Florida Historic Trust. With a mission to collect, preserve, interpret, and share the history and the culture of Northwest Florida, the Trust plays a vital role in keeping our local heritage alive. From engaging exhibits to educational programs, they're dedicated to ensuring that our community's stories are told and celebrated. Robert is here to share some insights into their important work and the upcoming events that they offer to everyone so that we can have a chance to connect with our Florida history. Let's give a warm welcome to Robert Overton.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, I'm glad that you're coming on the show and to talk to us today.
Yeah.
So I want you to give us an overview of what the Historic Trust is and the mission that y'all have to preserve and interpret and share the history and culture of Northwest Florida.
I'm happy to. We are a direct support organization of the University of West Florida. So we're a child, that's our parent organization. We are a direct presence in downtown Pensacola. So the Historic Trust, as you said, our mission, we fulfill our mission by managing 30 historic properties in the heart of downtown, about 9 acres. It's a pretty big footprint downtown. We go from Seville Square all the way over to Plaza Ferdinand. So basically Alkany Street to Palafox Street.
A lot of history there.
A lot of history there, and not only the history that you see, we talk about the buildings, but there's also a lot of history below the ground. And so we often try to share that story of what was there. The site, the corpus of the site that we manage sits on where both the Spanish and then the British forts were from the 1700s. So it's history there in and of itself. But we feel it's a pleasure to be able to manage Pensacola's history. The historic buildings, of the 30 that we have, 12 are museums.
Okay.
Some of them are warehouses and administrative buildings, and then we rent some out to local businesses. But the museums include the Pensacola Museum of History, which is in the old City Hall building, which is right there facing Plaza Ferdinand. We do general history exhibits there to share the wonderful history that we have. We're featuring stuff from the Spanish, the 1559 shipwreck there, all the way to the newer exhibit that we just opened is on Pensacola sports. So it's 3 floors. We are very fortunate to have added to our family of museums about 5-6 years ago, the Pensacola Museum of Art. Of course, it's just across the street on Jefferson Street also, and it's in the old jail. So we take old buildings that were not really museums and we made them museums. So the Art Museum, this year is their 70th anniversary. They began in 1954. So we've done a lot of celebrations with that. We worked with Fufu, block party that we had some artist talks, and then we ended everything not ended the celebration, but the culmination of the celebration was our big gala that we had on November 9th, which was a huge success. The exhibits that they showed in the Art Museum at that time were from the permanent collection. And so I throw this out to everyone. This collection belongs to this community. They're wonderful art pieces. We've got Picassos, there's Warhols, there's Salvador Dali, you've got Chagall's, you've got just numerous collections, and so that's part of it.
Wow.
The other, 2 more things I'm going to throw out. We also operate the Pensacola Children's Museum, one of our busier museums. I kind of joke and say we've got the History Museum in the old City Hall, the Art Museum in the old jail. The Children's Museum, the building was originally a bar.
Oh,
so
that's
interesting.
funny.
But we have great exhibits in there. We've had partnerships with Publix, with the Escambia, and we've done a mini grocery store, the Escambia and Santa Rosa County Medical Society, and we've done a children's medical clinic there. And we are working on, we just were awarded an Impact 100 grant to redo, thank you, to redo our first floor. And we're going to convert it from what we had a replica of our historic village that we do to a new exhibit called Our Town. And it's going to look at some of Pensacola's iconic buildings like the old, people may remember, may not, Pensacola Dairy, the milk bottle that's shaped like a milk bottle. We're going to reconstruct that. We're going to do other buildings and have the kids can go to different little stations in there.
When can the public expect for that to?
Well, we just got the grant in October, and we've got 2 years to complete it, but I'm hoping that by this time next year we'll have that done. We're working on those things right now, so that's an upcoming piece. The other part of our operation that's a large part with the structures is our historic Pensacola Village. We completed an open house back a couple months ago in September. We had another opening on late October. We did another free weekend, but that's made up of a bunch of historic structures. And if you hadn't been there, we're all kind of familiar with Colonial Williamsburg.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're not that.
Right.
But it's similar, and we're much smaller, but it's Pensacola's own little piece of people in costume, interpreting history. We're doing woodworking, we're doing colonial cooking. You get to go on tours, and so that's the genesis. That's, I guess, the bulk of our operation is just how we fulfill that mission of the history and culture.
And I bet that's really neat for locals to be able to see their ancestry, their history, their local, just where we came from in a very intimate setting.
It is. We bring a lot of school kids in for field trips, but we do bring in quite a number of locals, but also tourists. Last year, we brought in almost 200 people who came and clicked through our operation, and we've seen it growing this year.
Well, where can our viewers go to find out more about UWF's Historic Trust?
So the easiest thing to do is look for our website, and it's pretty simple. It's historicpensacola.org. You can go there, and it will take you to all of our museums and all of our offerings.
Well, thank you so much, Robert, for shedding light on the amazing work that's happening with UWF's Historic Trust. And I know the locals are just really proud to see and connect with the local history that y'all offer there. Now, let's turn our attention to something else that brings all of us together, music. Stick around for some great tunes from our Radio Live artist, the talented Emily Barnes, who's here to share her unique sound that embodies the spirit of Florida.
Hey Carmen, did you make it to Virginia? 'Cause it's a long way from Omaha. No, you didn't bury your dad somewhere deep in Minnesota. He's out there watching over you when you get back from where you've been. Hey Carmen, how was that cup of coffee? Did it keep your eyes from falling from the road? Do you realize, that those kids really need you? Otherwise they'd never make it back from where they've been. When you get back from where you've been, know there's someone behind that door to let you in. If this life could grant me 3 wishes, only wish I could give all of mine to you. Hey Carmen, did you learn to sleep at night without every car going by sounding an explosion? Do you still check the locks a few times before you leave, so your mind won't take you back to where you've been? Hey Carmen, I hope you never touch that stuff, never overfill your cup like your sister did. And I know life is kinda cruel for taking part of her from you, but your strength can guide her back from where she's been. When you get back from where you've been, know there's someone behind that door to let you in. And if this life could grant me 3 wishes, only wish I could give all of mine to you. And when you get back on where you've been, know there's someone behind that door to let you in. And if this life could grant me 3 wishes, only wish I could give all of mine to you. Hey Carmen, did you make it to Virginia? 'Cause it's a long way back from where you've been. Thank you.
As we come to the end of another episode of Locally Florida, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our guest Amber Cassart from Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Northwest Florida and Robert Overton from the University of West Florida Historic Trust. And a special thank you to you and all of our viewers for tuning in today. Your support means the world to us. I just hope that you enjoyed this episode and will come back again next time. I'm Victoria B. Glass. Thanks for celebrating the beauty and the spirit of Florida right here with us on Locally Florida.